Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholoyim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Bahashim Rachachwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akhwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh to the best of their ability. This is Shachnan Nawak. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And this is an article in Money Wise I found to be interesting. We can get some edification out of it. With these women, it says it immediately puts men on the defensive. Single women say home ownership is hurting their dating lives. Because, men don't want to deal with that snobbiness of, it's not about you having no home, our apostles always say, hey, if you can have your own place and she can have her own place, then do that. I know some of us come into the truth and we already have families, so, we can't just break away like that in a sense, but you know what I'm saying? But if you come into this truth and you are single when you do, you meet a woman, hey man, just keep it. She got her own place, keep it that way. You got your own place, keep it that way. Because when you move in with women, they would throw your ass out on these streets and don't make no difference what kind of weather, because they have the upper hand on you. Matter of fact, let me get a quick scripture real quick. This one comes to mind in the Apocrypha. They got the upper hand on you, man. You better believe that, and they're going to use it. You got some dudes that can go in and, they'll, just pretty much be like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying, bitch, this, and this, and she going to go for it. Because she'll go for some stupid nigga. But when it comes to a guy that's just being straight up, you know what I'm saying, and doing his thing, the women don't have no respect for that. They have respect for some nigga that'll go upside the head. Where's that scripture? Salakia, it may be in it might be in chapter 26. Salakia, bear with me. Salakia, it's got to be in 25. I was looking right at it. Ecclesiasticus 25 and 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. So if a woman, she's in control, she's the one, she's the breadwinner, so to speak. She's the one that's bringing home the money, so to speak. She's going to be a goddamn problem to you, man. She's going to look down on you. She's not going to respect you. She's going to be dealing with, of course, any other motherfucker that come along. You're not going to be able to say anything to her. You're not going to be able to, she's not going to be submissive, man. It just is what it is. The scriptures is real, right? So let's go into the article. Because, women, just in general, it's not going well in the Americas right now, man. With that, the relationship scene is over with. That marriage shit, that shit is dwindling fast. It's people that do it, but they do it to their own detriment. It's not helping anything. The average marriage don't last no more than a year now. 2 years, 3 years. You got old ass people in their 60s done been with somebody 40 years and they getting divorces. Crazy, bro. It says during the time when home ownership feels out of reach, owning a home seems like it would be a green flag when dating, but for some women, that hasn't been the case. Single women are buying homes at a record rate, according to the National Association of Realtors. 2025 survey of home ownership. Single women now make up 25% of first-time home buyers, more than twice the percentage of single men at 10%. Because, men, you know what I'm saying? Generally, these dudes, man, these guys don't care nothing. Jake don't, the average man, he can deal with a damn studio apartment. He can live out of an RV. I'm willing to bet you, hey, homeless men are living far better than homeless women. You better believe that shit. Because men don't, especially in this day and time, you don't need much, man. Jake, really the men, they do all these things to impress a woman. There's nothing wrong with owning a home, It comes with, now I've seen women that own homes that get the homes and then they realize that, okay, roofing needs to be changed. That's a job. Plumbing needs to be done. That's a job. See, when you got an apartment, you just call up the maintenance manager. Hey, look, I got a problem over here. This, and this. They're going to come through, fix your shit. You just pay your rent. and your your rent, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to having a home, though, that comes with a lot of maintenance. That comes with a lot of upkeep. And having a man in the home with you doing that would make it easier. But a lot of women, they try and do that shit on their own until the problems start to arise. When things start to happen, when they really have to make these repairs, when they really have to keep up that maintenance on the home, you know. Some of them do it, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it's just not. Times are different, man. It's not worth marrying one of these women, especially not on paper. You get married to one of these women, man, this shit is it benefits her totally, 100%, but you zero as a man. It says, but The Guardian recently highlighted the woes of Tiffany Tate of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and Tanya of San Francisco, who both experienced roadblocks in dating whenever they mention they own their own homes. Yeah, because you're throwing it up as if, you know what I'm saying? Because see, women like I got a PhD in this, I got a bachelor's in this, they like to bring those things up because they want to, one up you, basically. Now you're pretty much, you're speaking to a damn man almost. Okay, it says, Tiffany said one suitor asked her, if you buy that house, what's a guy going to do for you? Then 29, she had just ended a long-term relationship and moved to Charlotte for a new job at a career development center. Okay, so why did you leave the long-term relationship? Why did you move to a new job? Because it's all about her. The guy was probably disapproving of the shit, you know what I'm saying? And she like, oh, well, it's my future. It's my career. That's why you might as well just let them do what they do. It's nothing you can do about it. What you gonna, why would you tie yourself up with her when she can just take half your shit, have you, paying all kinds of, child support, all that, man? Fuck out of here, man. The days and times right now, that's why Paul said that, it's best you be single if you can be. Now, if you're burning, you want to get with somebody, there's nothing wrong with that. No sin in that. But he said, hey, it's going to come with trouble in the flesh dealing with these women, roughly paraphrasing. It says, I was like, I understand the question. She recalled admitting she was jarred by the man's inquiry. Why would me buying a house be a deterrent for a guy? Wouldn't that be a positive? No, it's not a positive like that. It's not like that, Because it's going to come with you having that big ass fucking head, him not being able to say anything to you. You're damn sure not going to be submissive. And if he move in with you, you got the ups where you can throw his ass out of the house whenever you want to throw him out. You're going to talk all down to him. The respect is not going to be there. It just is what it is, man. Again, you got these dudes that'll go upside their fucking head. They'll respect that, Okay, it says, he went from seeming really nice to kind of aggressive for asking a question. Some men see female home ownership as a deterrent. Tanya wished to remain anonymous for the article because of the very backlash she received while trying to achieve her goal of home ownership. She moved to the Bay Area in 2021 after accepting a faculty position at the University of California, San Francisco. She was 36 when she closed on her condo. And what she had been a blessing caused friction in her personal life. I feel like it immediately puts men on the defensive. So they start talking about their own finances and what they're able to do, she said. Well, bitch, you talking about yours? Like anyone saving for a house or large expense, there's a lot of penny pinching. That tenacity allowed Mariah Berry of Charleston, Tennessee, to buy her own home in 2023. Berry started the grind when she and her boyfriend were living in a temporary arrangement that included couch surfing. She saved up enough money to put down $7,000 on a ranch-style duplex, selling for $218,000. With that down payment, she secured a 30-year mortgage at 6% interest, which, man, all that shit is some bullshit. America not going to be around in 30 years. Says, I don't think it's pretty freaking awesome that I do think it's pretty freaking awesome that I'm a homeowner and that I became a homeowner at 23. I will say that after I put in the offer, I wanted to puke. I was like, oh my God, did I do the right thing? Yeah, you're going to see as time goes on, doing that shit by yourself. This sense of newfound confidence has potentially left men feeling less confident in what they bring to the table. Richard Reeves, president of the American Institute for Boys and Men, says that men are emotionally dependent on women. Psychologists echo that sentiment, adding the discomfort some men feel around homeowners may stem from more than outdated ideas about who should pay the mortgage. Research suggests men fewer social relationships also leave them more reliant on romantic partners for company and support. Throwing shade on female homeowners makes little sense. The trend of female home ownership isn't a niche phenomenon. The aforementioned gap of 25% to 10% is even more pronounced among younger buyers, with single Gen Z women significantly outpacing their male counterparts. Gen Z women accounted for 35% of all home buyers because you got the ups, you got all the programs, you got things being handed to you, you know what I'm saying? Like you get more, you women get far more benefits than a man could ever get in this kingdom. Men don't get benefits. We just got to go out and just do it. It just is what it is, man. Okay, it says Los Angeles real estate agent Angela Johnson explained how enthused single women are at the opportunity to buy their own homes. Yeah, because this is a nation of feminism. This is a nation of womanly worship, And it's only gonna, like, what are you gonna do when shit hits the fans and you in that damn home by yourself? What you gonna do when, because you don't think that the dudes on the, or whoever on the block don't know that, okay, yeah, she lived there by herself. No damn 911 to call. What you think these guys are gonna do? Crazy, bro. Anyway, we're seeing a lot of women that are excited. We got that part. They're really psyched about it. Dr. Jenny Young, a professor of rhetoric at the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay, suspects the root cause of the issue is the outdated provider identity. See? Now, that shit ain't outdated. It's still in play. You think it's outdated. Esau told you that it's outdated. He gave you that ability to gad abroad. And it's only going to destroy you, man. It says it's interesting because the same gender group that's constantly complaining about how women are gold diggers who exploit them for labor and money, it turns out even men can't think what they bring to the table other than money, she said. Nah, dudes don't want to deal with no fucking talkative ass, fussy ass chick, man. Because the Lord created women to be in a place of being submissive. A bitch going to work, making her own money and she own her own home and she got this going. She like what? Why would you even? It don't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you don't need me, and I for sure don't need the headache of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can chop it up. You know what I'm saying? We hook up. We do what we do. You know what I'm saying? And let's keep that shit moving from there. But the seriousness of me being in a relationship with you, nah, man. And I'm willing to bet you they will want like a prenup type of situation. They're not going to just hand you a set of keys as quick as a man would hand them a set of keys. You know what I'm saying? When they're, they're not going to do it. They're not going to put your name on the deed ever. Even if you get married, she's going to want something where she'll more likely go behind your back and put that fucking home in her mama name. It's not going to be the same. Because with men will, hey, look, I trust you. We've been together for this amount of time. Here's the extra set of keys to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Go through whenever you want to. This, and this. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. Women, they're not going to do nothing like that. No, they're just, it's not the same thing, man. Anyway, faced with high rents, rising home prices, and uncertainty about marriage timelines, many women are deciding not to postpone major financial goals while waiting for a potential partner to catch up. Nah, man, hey, you cooked. This generation is cooked. These dudes, they not dealing with you, man. They're not dealing with you. The status of men going on dates with your ass, taking you out to dinner, they not holding damn doors open for y'all asses no more. That shit is a done deal, man. It really is. See, Esau, he done fooled you into thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you can do it all by yourself. But what you're starting to see now is a lot of videos of women like, hey, look, I'm tired. Who fooled us into believing that we can do all this shit by ourselves? Who done that? You're seeing pretty little chopsticks right now. Yeah, little chopsticks, little, whatever she is. She look like she might be a Moabite. She's pretty as shit, though. Anyway. And these are the ones that's out here, man, that's on the dolo. Ain't got nobody checking for them. Nobody complimenting them. Nobody saying, hey, you look good today. Anybody tell you, nobody stepping to them like, hey, what's good? You know what I'm saying? What's your name? Whatever. Nah, dudes ain't even doing that no more. They getting pretty for nothing. Nobody's dealing with them, man. Yeah, she a little sexy something. A little ching. Some chopsticks, girl, what's good? Nobody hollering. Pretty than a motherfucker. That's a shame, though. But this is where it's at, man. Nice little shape on her, too. Salakia, y'all. I'm just sitting here in the vehicle. I'm about to, just wanted to do a quick lesson before I hit the gym real quick. But let me grab a couple more scriptures and get out on it, man. No, these dudes not going for that shit. It is a deterrent because men, immediately men gonna think like, well, shit, these bitches are already big-headed, you know what I'm saying? They already high-minded and stiff-necked and, they already stuck in their ways with this social media, them fooled them into thinking that they're just a prize. So why would I deal with a chick that takes it even further? Okay, you got your own crib, that's cool, I'll come on and visit. You cooking? You know what I'm saying? But I got my own. See, men need to play it where, okay, you got your own home? Well, I need to have my own home. Well, why don't you come in and move in with me and we can, because now she's going to be looking for, okay, well, he makes good money. He can help me with these bills. No, bitch, pay for them bills by yourself. That's your house. Pay all that shit yourself. I got my crib over here. I'm paying all my bills on my own. Whenever you want to come on and visit, you can visit. Whenever you want me to come on and visit, I can come through and visit. I ain't got no problems even making you a little dinner here and there. You know what I'm saying? We movie night, but I'm going to have my own shit. Cause I trust in the apostles, you know what I'm saying? The apostles, and it makes sense, man. I've seen it. I remember my cousin, matter of fact, my auntie passed away the same damn night too. His mother, my cousin. And motherfucker just been like, he won't listen, no. He's just lost with it. But he lived with the chick. She threw his ass out on one of the coldest nights. It was snowing, and it wasn't just the snow. It was that rain slush snow where it was just like, you need not, waterproof boots, but you need like fucking rain boots. It was that kind of slush. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, she just put his fucking bags out. One of my uncles ended up going through, swooping him up, and his mother, my auntie, was already in the hospital. And just so happened, she passed away that very night. So, he was kind of hit with a double up, But, he ended up staying, at the crib, you know what I'm saying, for that week, you know what I'm saying, funeral and everything went down. And you know why? She called his ass like 2 weeks later. She wanted him to come back home because he was the one that was taking care of the kids all along. They got like 7 kids. So, he would be at the crib actually feeding the kids, bathing the kids, doing all that shit that women usually supposed. So she got so tired of those children that she actually called him up and wanted him to come back home. And he went. But I told him, I said, well, cuz, I said, man, look, man, you need to always at least have you some money stashed to the side in case she ever pulls something like that, man. You can go get you a room. Go get you an apartment, go get you a little studio or something, just have you some money put to the side where at least, goddamn, you can get you a room for the week. You don't let no bitch just put you, it was nighttime too. It just so happened, like I said, my uncle swooped up on him, man. Anyway, what was I about to grab? Let's get these couple of scriptures and I'm going to be out. Isaiah 32, because the women have that ability to gad abroad and they're at ease, man, in this place. And it's going to come, it's already coming back to bite them in the ass, man. Right now, they just giggly, you know what I'm saying? But see, these bills are starting to pile up. The gas is starting to get more expensive. These groceries are starting to get more expensive. You know what I'm saying? It's becoming more expensive to take the kids to the daycare and do all these little things they used to do before. Right? So it's Isaiah 32:9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech, because they're careless, man. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Now, we're speaking to our women, you Israelite women, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and speckled bird, our people look like everybody. But this is going to be a worldwide thing for all women. 11, verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. You think it's going to matter that you own your own home when the lights go out? When it's complete darkness? When there's no 911 to call? You're not going to be, I'm a homeowner. You're not going to be proud about that shit. You're going to be scared as fuck. You might as well invest into you some bars, get you some gates on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little alarm system and load up on you some ammo and shit. Because when shit hits the fans, none of that shit is going to make a difference, man. Let me get one more in the Apocrypha back. But again, I was at that verse 22, Ecclesiastes 25 and 22. A woman, if she maintains her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. You better believe she's going to be on your ass if she's the one handling, she's the homeowner, basically. A wicked woman debateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees, and she's not going to comfort you. She's just going to be looking at you like, you're a piece of shit. Verse 24, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. And that comes through the serpent, basically, Esau, or that race of Cain, so to speak, the so-called white man. He the one gave you those philosophies of you can do everything that a man can do. He got you out here, pretty much you're unclothed, you're naked. He got you out here stripped. You're exposed. It's not a flex to own a home in this man's society by yourself. That's not a flex, man. It's nothing for a dude to be just, casually acting as if he's walking up the street. He know your schedule. He know about time you walking out of the house. You already got the car started and shit with your little, remote starter. It's nothing for that nigga to see you, run across the street, clock your ass over the head, and drag your ass back into your crib and nobody seen nothing. He got you in there handcuffed to your goddamn your bedpost, man. Ravishing you until he's ready to go. Take your car keys, drive away, and your shit. Because people don't pay no attention no more. People not into really keeping tabs on the neighbors and shit. Matter of fact, I got a phone call the other night. I was surprised. I was kind of looking at the number like I didn't know it. Because no name popped up or anything like that. Because I got a newer phone. But anyway, it was not my neighbor next door, but the neighbor next door to my neighbor next door. And just out of the blue, he called me. I'm like, shit, who the fuck is this? He was like, yeah, such and such, such and such. He's like, yeah, hey, bro. I'm like, oh, this such and such. I'm like, oh, yeah, my bad, bro. I thought I had you because I did have his number at one point. But it didn't pop up with his name. But he was like, yeah, man, which I shouldn't have, but I did do it. He was like, man, can you go and, I'm getting an alert on my phone, you know what I'm saying, about the crit. And it's him. He lived with, him and, I guess his stepfather or whatever. They older now. His mom had just passed away, so it's just them two in the house now. Pretty big crib. But anyway, he was like, yeah, man, can you go and check and look, you know what I'm saying, around the house, whatever. I was like, all right, bet, you know what I'm saying? Which when I thought about it later on, like, shit, I could have got fucked up if anybody was really there trying to do anything. But I did, you know what I'm saying? And, but that's just because I've been knowing them forever. It's only a few of us on the block that, we've been knowing each other since we was little kids, you know what I'm saying? The kids grew up, now they got kids, type of deal. But, but with everybody else on the block, I don't know none of them motherfuckers. They want to be able to call me and say, can you do this or can you do that, this, and this. But anyway, verse 24 again, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. And she's not going to go your way in most cases, man. I'm not saying it's all 100% women. But man, it's with social media. If a chick got a phone and she's able to scroll through whatever social media that she chooses to scroll through all damn day long, motherfuckers all in her DM. You don't know her password. She's not giving. You know what I'm saying? It's rare you got these relationships where a woman is gonna allow you to just pick up her phone and go through it. That's rare. There's some people out here that do it, but it's rare. Cause see, you should be able to go through her phone, but she ain't got no business in your fucking phone. I was dealing with a chick, man. She went all through my damn phone and shit. Well, I dozed off, left my damn phone unlocked. That bitch went all through that motherfucker. She was calling everybody in my damn phone that had a girl name. Motherfuckers from 20, 30. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, people that I knew in the past. I'm getting phone calls like, who was that? This, and this. You know what I'm saying? And, motherfuckers I knew way, way before I fucking knew her ass. And that just fucked everything up, you know what I'm saying, once she done that. Like, you know what I'm saying, that shit, like a woman, I remember Apostle Rakah, he was going into that. No woman should be, and matter of fact, that was right around the time when he had said it too. So that really kind of just settled it, you know what I'm saying? Like, a woman don't have no business going through your phone, man. You should be able to go through her fucking phone, because the scripture says that, you know what I'm saying, she's your property, you're not hers. But what's happening in this place, in this world, is that the role has been reversed. The scriptures talks about a woman compassing a man. And that's what's done happened. That's the reason why they're able to go out here and buy these homes. But see, they get certain little incentives, you know what I'm saying? Like, first home buyers for women, they're minorities, all this little shit. They get all these little perks, and they get more shit than a man can actually get, you know what I'm saying? So they make it easier for these women too. It's just like with Section 8 food stamps and whatever the fuck else. They able to survive in this place because Esau has set them up. He actually has set you up really for a fall. You know what I'm saying? So you just haven't seen it yet. And it's in action right now, but you haven't seen the full-fledged force of what's about to happen to you women, man, when shit hits the fans, because it's about to happen. Jacob's trouble come through, because it's not going to just be Jacob's trouble for us. For Jacob, it's going to be Jacob's trouble for Ammon, fucking Moab, Elam, anybody that's, especially here in Babylon, especially here in modern day Egypt, just fucking Americas, your ass going to be out. So again, all that home ownership, and at the same time too, it's like, again, you still need fucking help, because everything going up. Everything going up. All it takes is you losing your damn job. You don't have no money backed up, you know what I'm saying, to hold you down for 3 months or so. All it takes is you, but most people live in check to check, but you lose your job, you can't pay that damn mortgage. Then next thing you know, now she trying to ease a nigga in there until she get back on her feet. That's what a lot of women do too. They ease a nigga into the crib, you know what I'm saying, got him thinking everything is all right. He having repairs and shit done. He having a fence put in. He doing this, that, and the third. And then when she get back on her feet, she's on the bullshit and throwing your ass out. So Jake, be careful, man. I just saw this as an interesting article. And I can see it as being a deterrence too, because, women, they get to bragging about their accolades, and it don't help. Dudes don't want to hear that shit. We don't give a fuck about you, where you went to school and how many, you know what I'm saying? We don't care if you a lawyer. We don't care if you a damn doctor. We don't care nothing about none of that shit. We don't care about you, you know what I'm saying? All we cared about, are you submissive, man? That goes a long ways. A dude will take a broke-ass chick any day, and she may not even look the best. She can be ugh-mug. A dude would take her if she's got that humble spirit, man, over a chick that's just prideful as hell and just always yapping and fussing and cussing, and nobody want to hear that shit, man. And we going back to a point of peace, man. We're going back to our original state. This is a part of the good news of the gospel, man. And we're going back to our original state of not having to be told what to do by a fucking woman, man. You come to a damn job and some bitch over you. She got a damn attitude. from some knucklehead she dealing with. She on her damn monthly at the same time, and she's pissed with her life, and then she comes in and she gives you complete hell. Bitches should be at the crib learning how to fucking cook something, man. I own a home, but ask a bitch if she know how to cook. Don't know nothing about it. She can't even properly get you a takeout order together, man. Anyway, I'm going to end out there, man. I'm at my little location here. I was kind of just, I seen a little article because somebody hit me in the comment board. But I did leave a little comment. And some dude hit me up as if this, you know what I'm saying, all women are not that way, this, that. Well, okay, well, they may not all be that way, but what the fuck going on? Yeah, you got to be, circumspect, man, in this man's kingdom, man. Gotta be circumspect.